Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Hey man, let's talk about Jermell Charlo and Teofimo Lopez. Now, apparently Teofimo Lopez, to start off there, he's talking about going out there and taking on Norman Jr. Now, Bob Arum said that's kind of could be the move next. It's T.O. versus Brian Norman Jr. Now Teofimo Lopez is acknowledging it. Mark Kriegel asked him, what about Isak Cruz? They not going to put Isak Cruz in there with Teofimo Lopez and put Tank in there with T.O. You know, they not going to lose possibly a couple belts at all. That ain't going to happen. So now he said, you know, going up, being weight title holder in 3 different weight divisions sounds good, and he could take on Norman. And I think, you know, the division is getting weak, and with credit to Teofimo Lopez for wanting to step up and be at 147, because Regis Progress was too much of a bitch to step up and fight up there. And the same thing with Josh Taylor. They was too scary to go up there and fight. See, even when the politics was politicking up there, as far as Spence and Crawford, them dudes, they ain't in there. They ain't holding it up no more. You know, they not holding up the game no more. So what's the excuse? They don't want to go up there because they can't hack it. They need a size advantage. And, you know, here Regis, oh, Devin is this bigger than me, and man, shut your bitch ass up. You know what I'm saying? You scared to go to 147. That's why 147 so pedestrian now, because the 140 pounders never wanted to make that jump. 140 pounds ain't no place to make your home. It's a fake division. It's a catchweight division. So yeah, I'm always talk shit and you know, take a shit on Regis' name after what he did with Devin and Teofimo name. So always, so you can mark, and you can throw Keyshawn Davis on the list. Yup, so I will never be objective about them. They can fight Marvin and Martian. I'm gonna pick that motherfucker. I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. I don't like my Charleston white boys. I don't like it. So that's one thing you're gonna get from me. But at the end of the day, I mean, shit. It's a number of routes that he can go. I think Brian Norman Jr. be the full-time WBO champion. That's his bud beat Matamov. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Have never seen Matamov fight, but when we moving up in weight, you know, there's a lot of, you know, your calculations got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Because 154 get a little bit spooky up there. Guys get bigger. They just as athletic as the welterweights. The gloves are 10 ounces. They go up to 10 ounces. So, but the punch, when you're moving up in weight, it's about the punch. Can you take the punch, and can your punch be respected? Then it's about, you know, do you got the skills? That's how dudes move up and be successful. It's skills. Speed and skills. Your speed and your skills and your durability, that's the 3 things you need to move up. That's how Usyk beat Fury. Skills. So, same with, I mean, T.O. is going for the weakest champion. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they're in the same promotional company. It's easy to fight to make. But Brian Norman ain't been tested. He's a great sparring story. It's a bunch of great sparring guys out there who don't really translate or become world champion. But, you know, Teofimo Lopez, if he get a title, I mean, obviously you could say, well, he can go up there and beat Steonis or Barrios. And, you know, but Norman's the most unproven. You know what I'm saying? He's the most unproven. You know, I don't think he lacks defense. I think he lacks concentration at some point. He loses focus. So when you lose focus, I mean, I think he has lapses. I've seen him defend, catch, shoot, slip. So I've seen him defend. It's just, can he do it for long stretches? Can he be consistent while doing it? You know, but in my opinion, T.O. said he like fighting bigger guys. He like beating them. But my thing is this. Man, oh man, oh man. If you can't keep Norman off of you, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. If he can't outskill Norman, which he don't have the feet to outmaneuver Norman, I'll tell you that right now. His best bet is to sit back and snipe. Let Norman come in and counter Norman. But if he can't hurt Norman, he going to get knocked out brutally. Norman is young. He don't have that mileage on him. He's inconsistent with his defense and his performances. But he might be one of them dudes that if he can put it all together, he going to destroy Teofimo Lopez. He going to destroy Teofimo. But Teofimo seemed to be the best when he's back against the wall. So, I mean, you know, if he can just outmaneuver him. But the thing about Norman is Norman be in phenomenal shape. That's the thing about that Giovanni Santiniano fight I took away. He was in phenomenal shape. They was throwing a lot of punches. Look here, man. If Teofimo Lopez can't hurt him with them counters, he gonna get ran through. He gonna get ran through like a busto. He gonna get ran through like a loose goose in high school. He gonna get ran through. He gotta be able to counter him. And my problem with Teo is he ain't got no feet and he don't use the jab enough. When he going up in weight, you gotta be on point. He gotta use that jab, and I think he gotta start countering to the body. But the way old buddy had him looking in his last fight, man, Norman gonna destroy that nigga, man. If Norman can take Teofimo Lopez punch, and Teo can't keep him off of him with the counters and the punching power, you know, and the number one thing Teo got to start doing is stop counting on one shot. Throw combinations, double it up, triple it up. I don't understand why they don't counter to the body no more neither. Counter to the body. That's gonna slow that ass all the way down. So to me, if he ain't hurting Brian Norman, or he ain't out slicking or out speeding, you know, Brian Norman, he gonna get beat, he gonna get destroyed. That's gonna be a brutal ass whooping. So he gotta be able to hurt him, counter him, out slick him, capitalize on the leaky defense when he unfocused, counter to the body to slow him down. That'd be my number one thing, is counter him to the body and putting combinations together. And when Norman get close, hold him and smother him. Don't let Norman get his hands free and get to work your ass on the inside. So that's what I would do. A lot of body work, a lot of countering to the body. Use my jab, counter him, double up the counter. But if he coming up with that single punch shit, he doing one or two shots. He fights at a really slow pace. I don't think his conditioning that good. Because Teofimo Lopez, he like to fight at a pace. And Norman just showed versus that Giovanni dude that, hey man, we can go wherever you want to go. He is from Georgia, so it's hot than a motherfucker down there. So I think, quite frankly, you know, the experiences with Teo, but boy, if Teo can't hurt him, Teo gonna get fucked up. But Teofimo Lopez is a wild card. When he in danger, he had his most dangerous, in my opinion. So it can go either way. But Norman, just being a bigger, stronger, more rugged, more athletic fighter, he got more room for error. He just don't have the experience. But you know, that Giovanni fight helped a lot. But you know, Teofimo Lopez kind of speaking like he might be next, so we gotta wait and see. But I would love to see that fight, man. That'd be a good one. And you know, Teofimo Lopez going to look to make history. At that point, I think he's certified a Hall of Famer if he get another title at welterweight. I mean, the bar ain't that high in sports for Hall of Fame, for being a Hall of Famer anyway. So appreciate, you know, I know he appreciate that. But I try to, you know, even though I don't like his whole ass, I keep it real. But you know, then maybe go after Barrios. That might make a lot of sense with PBC. Barrios and Pacquiao, or Barrios get past his next fight. But yeah, let's talk about Jermell. Apparently, they said they stripped Jermell of the ring belt. Obviously, they won't put the ring belt on line for Crawford, Madomov. I don't think Fondora and Errol Spence get the ring belt. I think you'll have to see Undisputed clash go. So that's the last belt that Jermell Charlo had at 154. Don't know when we gonna see him again. Know he had a little trouble outside the ring, and that didn't really amount to anything that we seen of importance. I know he showed that he had bought a new car with his Canelo money. I think he probably made about 10 fighting Canelo. They said he made 10 when he became Undisputed at 54 with bonuses in his contract. So, I mean, he eating out here. When you make that money, you can sit back and relax. He ain't no longer hungry no more, bro. For him to get in there and fought the way he fought versus Canelo, being off a year with a broken hand, you know, really, it ain't no point in coming back to the game for him. Unless he just want to go out on the win, and he don't want that to stain his legacy. But, I mean, he's an afterthought, you know. Didn't want to fight Crawford before Canelo. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to fight Crawford after Canelo. Then he tried to jump in and stop Crawford from fighting Mattermall. He tried to jump in and fight Mattermall. He couldn't block Crawford from fighting Mattermall, which was some bitch nigga shit. And now look at him. He don't have no plans to come back and fight. So, like I said, he got what he deserved. Tried to block Bud. You know, tried to block Air Bud, and guess what? He ain't got no motion going on, no belts. He might have an interim here or a champion recess here and there, but he's beltless. You know, it wasn't no point of holding up Undisputed anyway, to be honest. What's the point? He ran from Tim Tszyu. He ran from Crawford for years. That dog been gone out of that boy. That boy ain't no dog. That boy a cat dog. Cat dog. You know, he ain't no dog. Him and his brother played like they was killers. You know what I'm saying? And Jerry Hurd smacked the shit out of his ass, and you know, all they do is hoop loud and holler and scream like James Brown. Ah! You know, that's all them niggas do, man. Them niggas ain't tough. Nigga name, real name is Clarence. He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school, which is a really nice school, by the way. But yeah, man, niggas just be talking, man. So hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the Patreon. Check me on X, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, the whole nine. Peace.